What is an ETF? An ETF is an exchange-traded fund. If you were to type into Google, what is an ETF? You'll probably get something along these lines. An ETF is a type of security that tracks an index, sector, commodity, or other asset, but can be purchased or sold on a stock exchange the same as a stock. Now, I understand that all of that can be very confusing, which is why I present this video to you guys, because I've got a slightly different way to explain it. But before I get started, I need your help in building this channel up, guys. And you can do that by liking this video, sharing it too, and subscribing with the notification bell on as well. You see, an ETF directly or indirectly mirrors whatever it is tracking, guys. Whether it is an index, a sector, a commodity, or other type of asset, it gives an investor an opportunity to invest in the stock market as it tracks whatever it's mirroring. So in very simple terms, if index A or commodity A or sector A or whatever it is tracking is at a £10 share price and then rises up to £15, for example, then the direct ETF of that will do exactly the same. Similarly, if it dropped down to £5, then you can expect that ETF to also drop down as well. The most simple ETFs, as you guys can see, follow exactly whatever they're tracking. However, you can get more complicated ETFs, which are inversely following whatever it is that they're tracking. So in that same case, let's say index A did go up from £10 up to £15 again. What you can expect the inverse ETF to do would be go down to £5, guys. Similarly, if the index A was to drop down to £5, what you can expect the ETF to do instead would be to rise all the way up to £15. You can see here that the ETF is still tracking what the index does, but just in the opposite direction. And it can even get one step further in terms of complexity. You can get ETFs track things several times over. So maybe whatever it's tracking changes by X amount. Sometimes those ETFs can change by 2, 3, 4, 5 times the amount that whatever it was tracking changed by. The maths behind it can be very tricky to understand, but that's more or less how it works. The key part is understanding where the power lies and what it allows you to indirectly invest in. A classic example is the FTSE 100. These are the top 100 largest companies according to the market capitalization in the London Stock Exchange. It's a highly influential group of stocks. So much so that it's often used to generalize the direction that the UK stock market is going in. But the problem is you can't actually invest in the FTSE 100 directly. However, fortunately for us, we have ETFs that track the FTSE 100, allowing us investors to make money from such an influential group of companies. This is the true power of ETFs, guys. They give us investors the ability to invest in something indirectly that would have otherwise been impossible to invest in the stock market. All in all, ETFs are a great way for you to gain access to investment opportunities you would have otherwise had to miss out on. They also allow us to collectively invest in a group of stocks that would have otherwise been expensive investing in individually. However, there are some disadvantages associated with ETFs too, like the actively managed ETFs tend to have higher fees associated with them compared to standard stock market investing, which of course eats into your profits more. However, for me, the biggest problem with ETFs is that you're not a direct owner in that asset. You're indirectly owning something that follows whatever it does, but you're not actually an owner of it in itself. And for a lot of investors, that can be a deal breaker, because they might appreciate having the power in owning whatever that asset is directly. Nonetheless, you guys should have all the tools to be able to tell whether an ETF is the right choice for you. Tell me all about it down in the comment box below. And whilst you're there, make sure to like this video, share it too, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. It's your favourite YouTuber, DSLM Finance, sharing my thoughts and my experiences with you guys every Sunday at 3 PM. Have a great day, people. Bye.